watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
First on 11 Live Morning News, it's going to be a hot one out there today. The heat will continue, folks. You can see behind me, we're looking at high temperatures well into the 90s. And when you factor in that little bit of humidity, it's going to feel closer to 100 out there as well. We also have, if that's not enough for you to stay inside under the air, an air quality alert to pass along to you. It's going to be a code orange for today, folks. You want to limit your time outside if you don't have to be out there. But if you have to be, you may seek out a cooling center. That's where we find Liza Lucas live this morning at One in College Park. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, the cooling center here at the Public Safety Complex is going to open around 10 a.m. this morning, providing a little relief to residents who need it. We also know your ACs are going to need some support over the next couple of days. So 11 Alive checked in with a team who knows the ins and outs of the HVAC system on what you need to know. The team at Maintenance Unlimited Heating and Cooling. They tell 11 Alive their service calls double when we see extreme heat hit like this. If your AC seems to be on the fritz, the first thing you want to do is walk outside, take a look, and listen to this.
You ever walk up to a unit, especially on the 90-degree days we're having now, and you put your hand over here and you feel cool air? It's not cooling. It's not pulling any heat out of the house.
Now, going forward, they say you want to be proactive. You want to change your filters, get those routine maintenance checks on your HVAC system. And when it comes to that debate about where to set your temperature and your thermostat, they say set it at the place you're most comfortable and then leave it and let the system do its work throughout the day. Don't do the toggle back and forth. Now, I've learned a lot of cooling tips, been researching for you throughout the course of the morning. I'm compiling them all for you on 11alive.com, as well as a list of cooling centers as they plan to open throughout the metro. Sending them back.
All right, Liza, thank you. As it's heating up, people are headed out of town for the 4th of July weekend. Jerry Carr is joining us live from the airport with the look. Jerry, the busiest day is really supposed to be tomorrow. Today is the preview, and it's already busy.
It is indeed, Aisha. As a matter of fact, the folks here at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport tell us they could be in for a record-setting 4th of July holiday here. Take a look. We are in the atrium, and this is the line at the main security checkpoint, stretching all the way beyond the atrium. As a matter of fact, there are 3 lines out here now. The wait time here now stretching beyond half an hour. It's about the same at the north checkpoint. So authorities are saying arrive at least 2 hours before your flight. That is the best advice they can give you. There's expected to be more than 2 million people pass through Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport over the next several days. So that's the advice, at least 2 hours before your flight. That's if you've got a flight. Of course, if you've got to drop off or pick up someone who's got a flight, the best advice from Hartsfield-Jackson, don't get in all that congestion outside of the terminal. Use the parking lots. They have stretched out the free time at those parking lots. You can now pull into one and stay a half an hour for free. Wait for the person you're picking up, and that way you save yourself some time in picking up passengers. 2 hours ahead of time at least, and this is what you're going to face. Now the security checkpoint stretching through the atrium, about a half-hour wait here, and tomorrow expected to be even busier. Back to you.
All right, Jerry, thank you. Staying with your 11 minutes of nonstop news, Atlanta police say they need your help finding a missing child.
Yeah, she's not been seen for nearly 12 hours. 10-year-old Takira Fatuma is nonverbal and has autism. She was last seen around 7 last night at her home on Bent Creek Way Southwest. Her mom says she left home without her shoes and does not have a cell phone. If you see her or know where she may be, please call 911.
More than 25 people in Sandy Springs are without a home this morning after a fire ripped through the Azalea Park Apartments building. Firefighters tell us the 24-unit building is a total loss. The cause is still under investigation.
Happening today, Mayor Andre Dickens is clearing way for improvements to Atlanta's fire stations. He's signing off on more than $1.5 million in funding. The money will benefit infrastructure at fire stations throughout the city.
And that was a look at your top headlines.
The main theme for the day is the heat, Chesley.
You're absolutely right about that. And to go along with that heat, if that's not enough to keep you inside, of course, maybe the air quality alert will. For those of us that are sensitive to ground level ozone, if you have respiratory problems like asthma or lung disease, you definitely want to limit your time outside. Don't do anything to overexert yourself, in other words. And if you don't have to go out there, just stay inside. This will be around as we head, or start to heighten a little bit once you head into the afternoon with the daytime heating. Speaking of heating, temperatures getting up into the mid-90s for today. It's going to be hot out there, and when you factor in the humidity, of course, it's going to feel closer to 99 or 100 this afternoon in some spots. So be very careful. We got all the heat warnings and the advisories off to the west of us. Here's where we are, right along our border between Alabama and Georgia, you have that heat advisory there. Further west, you have the excessive heat warnings. I think the heat advisory will start to move in our direction because you need a heat index up above 105 or around 105. I think we may get that tomorrow. The temperatures back into the mid-90s. That humidity starts to creep up even more, and so we may see a heat index up to about 105. That's the way it feels on your exposed skin. You have that. You get a heat advisory. We're looking at the sunshine starting off this morning, and it's starting to rise already. And so we're going to watch those temperatures really start to heat up, starting off in the 60s for the most part this morning. Got some 70s out there, but we'll see those temperatures rapidly rise. We could see, especially late afternoon, a stray shower, a thunderstorm roll into the area from thunderstorms up here to the north of us over toward Kentucky, Tennessee. If they hold together, could make it into our state, which is why the Storm Prediction Center is saying we have a level 1 threat for severe weather. A few of those thunderstorms could pack some gusty winds. So that's something I have to be watching out for, especially from Dade, Walker County all the way down into North Fulton County, which includes the city of Atlanta. Again, level 1 threat out of a possible 5. I'm only going to give it a 20% chance, which means most of us won't see anything at all this afternoon. In fact, our forecast track model plays that out. Mostly sunny skies through early afternoon. Late, here comes some clouds. They'll roll in. You'll notice the showers off to the west of us, but a few of those could make it into our westernmost counties, so that's what we'll watch out for. We'll do it all over again as we head into Friday. A little better chance for those scattered showers during the afternoon. We'll give it a 30% chance by then. Watching this cluster of thunderstorms as it moves further off to the north, the remnants of Cindy could become tropical, but a low threat for it. It's only a 20% chance. So for the next couple of days, really we'll focus on the heat. It's going to be hot around here, folks. Be advised. Crash?
All right, Chesley, appreciate that. Yeah, we've still got plenty of problems going on out here. The red alert for the south side, but we've got other issues out here. East Expressway, a lot of blue lights scaring everybody with this wreck off to the right. This is I-20. This is inbound, westbound at Wesley Chapel, and it may be off to the right, but look at those delays out of Lithonia. Covington Highway is always there for your choosing. All right, west side, you've got left lanes blocked now with police on I-20 eastbound. This crash at Six Flags. So East and West Expressways both feeling that pinch. And heads up south side. Boy, this has been a mess all morning. 75 north at 675. 2 right lanes are blocked with construction. Highway 23, that's your best bet from McDonough to Stockbridge. And there you go, your East and West Expressways. Trust me, that East Expressway should be condition red. West Expressway also filling up fast, and there's that construction. Unless you're in the express lane, 75 north, 6.5+ miles of delays out of Henry County. Aisha?
All right, Crash, thank you. This weekend, Logan's Law will go into effect here in Georgia. This law gives each county the ability to have their own database with information about people in their area who may have any special conditions or needs so they can better help them during an emergency. In Coweta County, they're already starting to accept forms from people in their community.
Nearly 100 passengers on a flight from Atlanta to Charlotte are praising their pilot after he performed an emergency landing when the nose gear equipment did not deploy. These passengers boarded their Delta flight Wednesday morning here in Atlanta, but the nose gear did not work, causing the pilot to perform a belly landing on the Charlotte Douglas International Airport runway. The plane was carrying 96 passengers, 2 pilots and 3 flight attendants. No one was hurt in the landing. We reached out to the NTSB, the FAA, and Delta Airlines. All 3 say they are investigating the cause of the malfunction.
With this heat locking in on us, we all want to stay cool, but you also have to keep in mind that electric bill. Georgia Power says small changes can make a big difference in your bill. Make sure you swap out your AC filters every month, or if you use pleated filters, every 3 months. And while it might be a little tempting to knock that AC down a few degrees, experts say for every degree cooler it goes, you'll see a 3 to 4% jump in your bill. Instead, try flipping on your ceiling fans, cover your windows and close the blinds, and seal gaps and cracks around your doors and windows to keep that cool air in.
If you're thinking about lighting up fireworks this 4th of July, here's what you need to know. To buy fireworks in Georgia, you have to be at least 18. Any consumer fireworks are legal to purchase. State law says you have to stop lighting them up by midnight. And if there's a noise ordinance where you live, you might need to stop even sooner.
Well, if you take a look at our forecast for today, by noon, folks, we are looking at sunny skies, temperatures getting closer to that 90-degree mark. In fact, I think we're going to hit it today. 96 degrees will be our afternoon high temperature. We'll notice a few clouds coming in with a very slight chance for an isolated shower. Continues to be hot as we head into the evening. If you got plans to go out this evening, no, temperatures will be in the 90s at least through 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. It's going to stay hot around here, folks.
All right, Chelsea, going to leave you with a couple of traffic alerts. It's all about this construction. GDOT blocking 2 right lanes, 75 north at 675. Use Highway 23 as an alternate. 2 wrecks, I-20 eastbound, 1 at Six Flags, and a wreck I-20 westbound at Wesley Chapel. I'll get you an update at 7:26.
All right, Crash, that is a big one. We will see you then for that update. We thank you for watching 11 Alive Morning News.
Make sure you guys stay cool. The Today Show is coming up next.